Hey y'all, it's Two Sheds Gabby, and it's a little early actually for starting on my silver search for this week. It's Tuesday, and I don't pick up my two boxes of halves till Thursday, but I was at one of my branches cashing in some pennies in their machine. And as always, I say, you got any half dollars? One of the places I went today had a few, but no silver. And then this last one I went to, I said, "Do you have any half dollars?" She goes, "I got a box." I said, "A sealed box?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Can I have them?" She goes, "Sure." I mean, she sold them to me. Anyway, I'll go ahead and start with this box and see if we find anything, and then just add the two boxes from Thursday to whatever I might possibly find here. Back here, you see all this stuff piled up nearly to the ceiling. We've emptied out our attic. Yeah, tons of stuff in there, and so we're getting close. In the next day or two, we're going to move our bed and actually start sleeping at the other location, even though we don't own it yet. Hopefully, I mean, we're doing everything else. We're putting in floors and getting rid of carpet and moving everything in. We might as well just start sleeping there too. And the big question is, we're going to take our cat this week and introduce him. He's an outdoor cat, and he likes to roam the neighborhood. He always comes here for food and a little loving, and my wife brushes him and that sort of thing. But we don't know if he'll stay. We hope he does. So let's open up these halves. I do have the right knife this time, and we'll see if we get anything in this box. That'd be cool if we did. They're not all brand new. That's always a good start. I am almost halfway through. Just going through the roll. I'm watching some baseball documentary and just enjoying it. And I was almost to the point where I wasn't expecting anything. But then I popped open a roll, and right there, I think I do have something. 1967. We got one. Cool beans. At the bank, I took in a box last week, and the lady opened it up, goes, "Oh, good, it's a whole box." I said, "What do you mean?" She says, "We can only return them back to Brinks if they're whole boxes." Because the week before, I had taken her a box that had one missing. She goes, "It just sits there until we figure out what to do with it." I said, "Well, I'll bring you a roll." She goes, "Oh, you'd be my friend if you do that." So today I went in with another box from last Thursday and another roll to finish the other box, and she was pretty tickled. Anyway, we got one. I just got the 140%er in that box, so we'll wait for Thursday and see if we get any more. Two Sheds Gabby back once again. I have my boxes of halves I picked up today. Earlier this week, when I went through the one box and I got the one silver, I said I'm picking up my halves on Thursday, which happened to be July 4th. So obviously I didn't pick them up on the 4th. I called and they were available on the 5th, which is today, Friday. And so I've got two more boxes of halves, and I'll open those and hopefully we'll find some stuff. I went to Indiana taking my kids some stuff that I had gathered up, each of the kids, and we delivered it all to them up in Indiana. And my son had just gotten back from Turkey and France and all that stuff, and he just had a handful of Euro coins that he gave me that are kind of cool. He had a few, and now he said in Turkey they don't use coins; they only use bills now. And he had a couple set aside for me till right at the very end. They were making a last minute purchase before they left, and they realized they didn't have enough money, so all of them in their group pulled what little bit they had left to make the purchase. So he didn't get to bring those to me. That was a real drag, but that's all right. Let me get these open, and hopefully they're not new. I'll show you my office here in just a minute. I've got it pretty cleaned up now. It's starting to look like something. I'm really going to like it, I do believe. I'll stand in the middle and make a circle or something like that. All right, they look like they're not new, and that's a good sign. I believe these are not new too. Well, we got something to go through today. That's cool. Check this out. My wife gave me this cool little book box. Ha 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 ha. Okay, here's my office. I've still got some little things to do, but I got stuff set up, stuff that's, I won't try to explain it all. I got my printers over here. That was the big pile of penny boxes, but now I've got it in 5 rows instead of one big wall. The mats that I sell is my new desk that weighs, it was made out of that old forgotten lead wood, that's thousands of pounds. Oh, those drapes they've got, they're just to grab them and move them. They feel dirty, but that's okay. Here's the table I'm going to work on temporarily until that door there, it's narrower. I like the narrower, and so we've ordered legs. I'm going to make a table out of that to replace, this was my kitchen table that will go back in the other room. But there's my chair. This is my guest chair. Anyway, it's set up pretty cool. I like it. Lily Langtree, the Jersey Lily, I'll get her up above my desk. If you ever watched Judge Roy Bean, the old one, not the real old one, it was made in the 70s, and Judge Roy Bean was in love with Lily Langtree, and so that was one of my favorite movies of all time, and so I got this big thing of Lily Langtree. Anyway, let me get started on the halves. I'm several rolls in, no silver or nothing. I was just showing you, there's still quite a few new ones. You can see there's 6 in this row of the new 2022 and 2023. I'm halfway through the first half and nary a thing yet. Nothing in box number 1. Let's move over to box number 2 and hopefully we'll get lucky. Last week, I got 4 in the first box, none in the second. Maybe I'll get none in the first and 4 in the second. I'm halfway through the second box now and nothing. I've been saying for a few weeks, I know I'm getting a skunk coming around the corner somewhere, and today might be the day. But we still got a half a box to go. Well, I've gone through those 2 boxes and didn't find any silver. All we got is the one I found a couple days ago. But I was thinking, I've got a box of nickels that my friend brought from West Virginia. Let's go through that, see if we find a silver wartime nickel in there. Well, in the first 5 rows in this nickel box from West Virginia, I got a 1954 nickel, U.S. Jefferson nickel, and a 1986 Canadian. All the nickels right now with the copper and nickel content are worth about 6 cents each, but I don't hoard all of them. I only keep the ones from 1959 and older. I've got rolls and rolls and rolls put away, and I'll just keep doing that. And that is, until I have another change of mind, that is considered my hoarding, is all the older Jefferson nickels. I also love finding the Buffalo, but what I'm really after, and the V nickels, I find a few of those every now and then, but what I'm really after is that wartime silver. 1942 to 1945. Well, the next 5 rolls, I got 2 1958s, and they're both D mint. Hey, looky here. In the next set of 5, I guess we'll say, this is the 3rd row, and I found a Indian head Buffalo nickel, but it's worn pretty bad, no date. It's completely gone. It's still fun finding these old guys, I tell you. I do like these coins. This next set of 5 rolls, I did much better. 1989 Canadian, a 1984, and then the Jefferson, I got a 59, a 58, 54, 53, and that no date Buffalo nickel. So that's a pretty good group of rolls there, I guess you'd say. I just opened the first roll in the next set of 5, and it looks like we got us a penny. Well, at least it's copper. Or is it that 68? Yeah. Well, that's good. The next three, I got a pretty old one, a 1941, and it's a Philadelphia, a 1954, and my copper penny. Hey, hey, folks, the first roll in the next set of five, and I have found what I'm looking for. 1944 P. We've got silver. That fantastic. That is what I like to find. These guys from 42 to 44, 45 are made of 35% silver. And I like finding them cool beans. I do enjoy that. Right at the beginning of the roll, I also found, what was that one, in 1956. What was that guy? 85. All right. Okay, I need to quit mumbling, don't I? Sorry about that. Mumbler. I can't understand a word that he's saying. Pretty nice looking 64. Folks, I am now halfway through the box. Here's what I got in that last set of five. A 57, a 56, a 41, and a 40. Both of those are Philadelphia. And my silver, 1944 P, Philadelphia. That's what we're after. Boy, I'd love to find another one of those. Yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, the next five, I got another Canadian, 89, a 1954, a 1946, and another 1940. The 1946, you can just, it does not have the color that you'd like to see, hoping that it might be a transition year. It's just a 1946. Well, the next set of five rolls, all I got was this one, 1956. Move on to the next five. Folks, I just opened this fourth roll in the next five. I don't know if you can see the color that I'm seeing. I guess not, but this one right here looks like it may have that silver color. That would be really cool to get a second one. Oh, that looks like it. Look at that. Another one. What's the mint mark on this one? S. Cool. 1944 S. That's two silvers in this box. Hallelujah. That's some pretty cool beans we got right there, I tell you. I used to, back in my baseball card collecting day, I had a friend that we just kind of started chatting over, I forget how we even met, over in Australia. And he was training, he said, to be a bean counter. He was going to be an accountant, but he's constantly talking about his bean counting. Okay, after this next set of five, here's what I got. A 1957, a 1941, a 1940, and a 1940. Let's see what the mints are on that one. That one's Philadelphia. And that one is too. Those two coins, guys, are 84 years old. You think about that's pretty old. And my silver. 1944 S. That's two silvers for this box now. That's really neat. You know, us in America call this 84-year-old coin pretty old. I think over in England, where they find a coin that old, it's like, well, that's like last year's coin. We spend that. Okay, the next five, and there's only five more after this, one more set. I got a 1954, a 1948, and look at this. Semi-key dates, 1948S. Boom. 1948S. Got a semi-key date. That's cool. I'm going to put it in my 82 jar so I can keep that one put away. And another 1946. The last five, I just got one keeper. It's a 1949, but it is not the S semi-key date. Okay, folks, we have added to this video, I guess we'll say, 3 more silvers. From the box from a couple of days ago, the $half, 1967. That'll go right in there. Close that guy up. And the 1944P, put right in there. But the 1944S, look at that, goes right there. How cool is that? One more for my book. Pretty neat. That gets me 76 silver for the year. My goal is 100 for 2024. I'm doing good. I'm well in line. Things are going well. As long as it doesn't stop. I got 2 more boxes of $half ordered next week. Maybe I'll pick up a random box somewhere. But it just keeps coming in, little by little. It just keeps coming in. Pretty exciting. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.